Hey everyone, Coach Allen here with Crow River Sport and Fitness. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to talk about what separates those athletes that move on to higher levels. Because that's one question that parents often ask. What separates those athletes that move on? And it's easy to assume that the answer is skill. Better technique, better game IQ, more reps. In skill, it absolutely matters, but there's something really important to understand. At higher levels, every athlete is skilled, but the gap in skill gets smaller and smaller. So what starts to separate those athletes more clearly is something else. It's physical capacity. It's their ability to produce force, to absorb force, to sprint repeatedly, to change direction efficiently, and maintain their power later in games. Those physical qualities, they determine how well an athlete can perform their skills when the game gets faster and more demanding. So let me give you an example. Imagine two baseball or softball players. They both have solid mechanics. They both recognize pitches well. They both make consistent contact. From a skill standpoint, they're very similar. But one athlete, they've developed more strength and power. They generate more bat speed. The ball comes off the bat harder. They run the bases faster, and they can maintain that performance deeper into the game. Same skill, different physical capacity. And that difference, it shows up in performance. And you see it in almost every sport. In basketball or volleyball, vertical jump matters. In soccer, football, baseball, acceleration and speed matters. In all sports, relative strength matters. And relative strength, that's just simply how strong an athlete is relative to their body weight. Because if an athlete can't produce force efficiently, there's a limit to how much their skill can show up in competition. That doesn't mean that every athlete needs to chase Division I or elite levels. No, that's not the point. The point is that physical development expands opportunity. The stronger, faster, and more resilient an athlete becomes, the more options they have. They move quicker, react faster, stay stronger in games, and perform their skills at a higher level. And just like we talk about everything else, this kind of development doesn't happen overnight. It happens with consistent training over time, gradually improving strength, gradually improving speed, gradually improving coordination and control. Those improvements compound. And over time, they raise the athlete's overall capacity. Skill is what allows athletes to play the game. But physical capacity determines how well that skill shows up when it matters most. Skill, it expresses potential. But strength and development, it expands it. And over time, it's that athlete who builds both are the ones that will create the most opportunity for themselves. And I think that's who you want to be. Hey, I'm Coach Allen with Crow River Sport and Fitness. Thanks for joining me today. If you like this kind of content, please click like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you. Thank you.